I don't know what to do.
Under the most respectable conditions in an atmosphere of elegance and refinement. Object, matrimony. Unfortunately, I won't be able to offer my usual lightning service, as I have a previous appointment in Yonkers, New York, arranging the second marriage of Mr. Horace Vandergelder, the well-known half-a-millionaire. As my late husband Ephraim Levi always said, that means he's got at least 60,000 cash. But I'll do my best to have you carried across somebody's threshold before the week is out. Now, I might also mention I'm available for financial consultation, instruction in the guitar and mandolin, short distance hauling, and varicose vein reduced. black paper. Here's one of Ada Rehan looking the other way. I have to do them like that because I'm no good at noses.
Mrs. Levi, the train for Yonkers leaves in 5 minutes, and if we don't make it
But
there
we will, Mr. Kemper, and not only will Horace Vandergelder give you permission to marry his niece Ermengarde, but he'll also dance at your wedding. And not alone either, because I happen to be engaged in finding him a suitable second wife himself. What he really wants is someone steady to clean the house. As my late husband Ephraim always said, marriage is a bribe to make a housekeeper feel like a householder.
I know all about that, Mrs. Levi. The whole of New York is talking about how he's going to propose to one Irene Malloy this very afternoon.
Which is exactly why I'm on my way to Yonkers this morning and can take on your case and knock out 4 lovebirds with 1 stoner. Whatever I'll throw, I'll see it. Well, what do you think of that? I have nothing here to pay my train fare with. Only large bills, 5 and 7.
I have some change here, Mrs. Levi. I just hope this isn't a wild goose chase.
And speaking of poultry, I'm available for fresh Jersey eggs, surgical corsets reboned, ears pierced, and pierced ears replugged.
Mrs. Levi?
Say the kind of man your sister, want to snatch him up. Don't forget to bring your mittens to match him up. Oh, Dolly.
Can you just tell me one thing, Mrs. Levi? What's in all of this for you?
A living, Mr. Kemper. Some people paint, some sew, I meddle. I have always been a woman for ages past, for the pleasure and the profit it draws. I have always been a woman for ages past, like furniture and daffodils and lies. When a man with a timid tongue needs a girl with a different air, send it out, circulating among the people like rainwater, the way you taught me. And I want a sign from you, sometime today, that you approve. It won't be a marriage in the sense we had one, but I will make him happy. And I'm tired, Ephraim. Tired of living from hand to mouth, so I want that sign.
Mrs. Levi!
Sometime today. Now don't you worry, Mr. Kemper. We'll make that train. We'll get to Yonkers. You'll marry Ermengarde. Just leave everything to me. Oh, when my little pinky wiggles, someone later gets the tickle, and I make my knuckles practice body since she's so attractive. And I'm the one thing that's in this kind of only gets the feeling that I have my
I did, and I've got news for you both. This afternoon, I'm going to New York to march in the 14th Street Association Parade. And when I get back, we're going to have a mistress.
But I'm too young, Mr. Vandergilder.
Not yours, hell and damnation. Mine! What I mean is I'm getting married again. And in honor of that occasion, I decided to promote you, Cornelius, to chief clerk.
What was I before?
You were an impertinent fool, and you're being promoted from impertinent fool to chief clerk. Any questions?
Yes.
What?
As chief cook, do I get evenings off once a week?
So that's how you thank me for your promotion, is it? No, sir, you'll attend to the store as usual. Now get back to work, and don't forget to put the lid on the sheep dip. Evenings off, marrying artists. Foolishness. 99% of the people in this world are fools, and the rest of us are in great danger of contamination. Why, even I was once young, which was foolish, and got married, which was foolish, and was poor, which was more foolish than anything else. Then my wife died, which was foolish of her. I grew older, which was sensible of me, and became rich, friendless, and mean, which, in Yonkers, is about as far as it can go. Why a man of such great sense would be considering doing anything as foolish as getting married again? Well, the answer's simple. This house without a woman would be an empty shell, and pretty dirty, too. What?
Congratulations, Mr. Vandergelder. All of New York is buzzing with the news that you've practically proposed to Irene Malloy. The streets of New York are lined with eligible young ladies prostrate with grief. All my congratulations and sympathy.
Sympathy?
Did I say that? Oh, a slip of the tongue, that's all. After all, she wasn't easy to unload. By that I mean you know what people have said, although I, for one, never believed the rumors. No, I didn't.
Rumors? What rumors?
Nothing to get upset about, Mr. Vandergelder. According to all known facts, her first husband passed on quite naturally. It's just that he went so sudden. A few spoonfuls of chowder she made special for him and poof. But there's no truth in it. No, don't you worry about that. Just one word of advice, Mr. Vandergelder. Eat out.
You mean to tell me that Miss
I
Malloy...
need to say nothing, Mr. Vandergelder. Just friendly advice. Keep away from the chowder. By the way, she's ordered her wedding gown. Beautiful, you should see it. Black. Well, as I said before, congratulations on your forthcoming nuptials, and may you rest in... I mean, may guardian angels watch over you both. Especially at dinner.
Now see here, Miss Levi. You introduced me to Miss Malloy, and I still intend on meeting her as arranged.
Very well then, there's nothing more for me to do but to go back to New York and tell the other girl, the heiress, not to wait.
What did you say?
Nothing. A word. Heiress.
Particulars, Miss Levi. I demand, her name?
Her name? Money? Ernestina Monet.
What a lovely, lovely name.
Picture, if you will, eyes as big round as silver dollars, hair as shiny as a newly minted dime, skin as soft and mossy as an old greenback.
Feel her now.
Age? 19. Weight? 102. Waist? 47.
Wait, 47!
That's with the money belt. Now, I could arrange for you to meet Ernestina this very afternoon.
I ain't got time. I've got to go to New York to bring my niece until she forgets about a certain Ambrose Kemper.
I could do that for you, Mr. Vandergelder. I know just how to handle such things.
And then I've got to march in the 14th Street Parade.
What an amazing coincidence! Guess who's been chosen to ride on the main float? The spirit of 14th Street, Miss Monet. Her mother was your cash, you know.
All right. But I still intend on paying a call to Miss Malloy first.
Oh dear, what races you make me run. Very well then, I'll meet you in front of Mrs. Malloy's hat shop at 2:30 as usual.
One more thing. Suppose I don't like Miss Monet, and I decide against Miss Malloy. What then?
Well then, I happen to have one more name on my list. Name I know as well as my own. But let's not get into that now. It'll come up all in good time. Don't you worry about that. Wait till you see Ernestina, Horace. A vision, a dream.
It takes a woman
chief clerk to chief clerk. Maybe in 10 years, if I'm good enough, I'll be promoted to chief clerk again. Barnaby, I'm 33 years old and I still don't get my evenings off. When am I going to start living life?
You can live on holidays, Cornelius.
Barnaby, you remember last Christmas when those rotten tomatoes exploded and we had to clean it up all evening long? You call that living?
No.
Barnaby, let's go on an adventure. Let's go to New York.
You mean close the store?
Yes.
Cornelius, we can't.
We'll have to anyways. Those rotten tomatoes are about to go bad again.
Holy cabooses! How do you know?
Here's what I'll do. I'll light a match underneath them. The smell will ward off customers for at least 24 hours. That'll give us the whole evening off. Barnaby, think about it. New York. We'll dine. We'll spend our money. We'll be in danger. We'll get arrested.
Holy cabooses!
And one more thing. We won't come home until we kiss the girl.
But, Cornelius, you can't do that. You don't know any girls.
Barnaby, I'm 33 years old. It's about time I start talking to someone.
I'm 17. It isn't so urgent for me.
Barnaby, think about it. It's New York. Elevated trains, the lights of Broadway. The stuffed whale at the Barnum Museum.
Did you say stuffed whale?
Yes, Barnaby, what do you say?
Yes, Cornelius. Yes!
We're going to New York!
Holy cabooses!
Now, the first thing to do is to make you financially independent. I know. I'll find you a job. Can you dance?
Mrs. Levi, I'm an artist. I paint.
Well then, my card.
Mrs. Dolly Levi, artist taught to dance?
Now, there's a woman, Rudolpha Reisenweber, at the Harmonia Gardens restaurant on 14th Street. I'll give you a note for her and we'll see if she can't have you entered in the polka contest tonight. The prize is a week's engagement and a solid gold cup. Oh, the cups we won, Ephraim and me.
Now, hold on just a minute, Mrs. Levi. No fiance of mine is going to be working in a cafe. And I'm not ashamed to say I'm surprised you have acquaintances in such a place.
Not acquaintances, Mr. Kemper. Friends. Dear friends from days gone by. My late husband, Ephraim, believed in life in any place you could get it. Cafes, ballrooms, even theaters. Why, even when times were bad, every Saturday night, like clockwork, down those stairs at the Harmonia Gardens restaurant we came, Ephraim and me.
Now, it's all very fine to come down like clockwork, Mrs. Levi, but you're asking Ermengarde to work there.
It's the only way to show Horace Vandergelder you mean business. Now, you go to the restaurant this afternoon and say Mrs. Levi sent you. And also tell Rudolpha that Dolly's coming back. And I want a chicken and a table for two for 8 o'clock tonight.
The bottom row looks alright, Cornelius. Now, hold the candle close to the one on top. Not too close. The swell's up like they're ready to burst. Holy cabooses, Cornelius. I can smell it from here.
Barnaby, get dressed. We're going to New York.
Holy cabooses.
Out there, there's a world outside of Yonkers. Way out there beyond this sweet town, Barnaby. There's a slick town, Barnaby. Out there, full of shine and full of sparkle. Close your eyes and see it glisten, Barnaby. Listen, Barnaby. But on your Sunday clothes, there's lots of world out there. Like a brilliantine and dime cigars. Well, about a fine adventure in the evening air. Girls in white in a perfume night with their lights as bright as the stars. But on your Sunday clothes, we're gonna ride for town in one of those new horse-drawn open cars.
has arranged to the one whose youngest half a millionaire, and hides by every ivory lord. Although he actually will never take the face of her late husband, he's just given him away, and he rests in peace. Wherever he is, though, I'm not quite sure. I was a question, you know. My husband in a new marriage, on top of everything else, Miss Mortimer returning this house for the third time. She wants more cherries and dollars. I have to go, I suppose. So if you ask me, she'll do better than nice heavy veil. But I tried to tell her we're going to done our office will be right this summer. We want to catch up in tonight. Oh, but she'll have none of it. Just more cherries and dollars. Then today of all days, the poor dear sweet Mrs. Lord has enough on her mind with the company with the door. It's stuck. Then pull. And I'm saying to school boy, I could write my son the two things, and the things I'm going to say, there's one thing on the time might as well go all the way. Why?
Say it, Minnie. Why am I marrying Horace Vandergelder?
Malloy, I didn't ask you that. I'd rather sign the rack than ask you such a personal question. But I mean, as long as you did bring it up.
I'm marrying Horace Vandergelder for one reason and one reason alone, Minnie. To get out of the millinery business. I hate hats.
Malloy?
And I can no longer stand being suspected of being a wicked woman with nothing to show for it.
Mrs. Malloy.
Don't protest, Minnie. All milleresses are suspected of being wicked women. That's why I can't go into restaurants or balls or theaters. It's all the proof they need. Take my word for it, Minnie. Either I marry Horace Vandergelder, or I bring out here like a fire engine. Oh no, Miss Mortimer again?
Miss Mortimer, it's a tape. I can take care of it.
No, leave it, Minnie. You can make another hat for Miss Mortimer if you like. I'm wearing this one myself.
Mrs. Malloy, you can't! Your widow in that hat was provocative, that's what.
Is it? Well, we noticed when you walked into the hat shop today, and provocative maybe just so I want to.
Mrs. Malloy!
No, Minnie, I don't. Peter Malloy, God rest him, was my share of love, and I'm not saying I was shortchanged. Once is enough for a woman, as long as it's true love, and it was that. Minnie, look, there's two men staring into the shop. Why, I do believe you need to come here.
Man, the shop? Who does Malloy want telling to?
Do? Flirt with them, of course. I'll give you the short one.
Mrs. Malloy was doing all that talk about love.
Love enough I've had, Minnie. It's a bit of adventure I could do it now. We'll get them all heated up and then drop them cold. That'll be good practice for married life. Now, why don't you go back into the workroom? I know some ways we can perfect our appearances. Besides, a little bit of weight will only make it easier for us to...
If you say vampire, I'll scream vampire.
And so, I'll try to make it easier to find me in the stillness of July. Because a breeze might stir a rainbow up behind me that might happen to catch the gentleman's eye. Oh, Minnie, we'll get an adventure out of this yet.
Barnaby will get an adventure out of this yet. Think about it. All morning long, we've been walking around New York. We come to the quietest street in town, and all of a sudden, there you go. Is he still out there? Go check.
He's sitting on that bench. Cornelius, are you sure this is an adventure?
Barnaby, you'll know when you're in one, all right? How much money do you have left?
Not much, Cornelius. 30 cents for the train back, 20 cents for dinner, and 10 cents to see the stuffed whale. 90 cents. Why?
Barnaby, we'll pretend to be customers. Customers, that's it. We're just two men going around town looking to buy hats for women, and we'll pretend to be rich so we won't have to buy anything. Good afternoon, Miss.
Malloy?
Cornelius Hackle.
Barnaby? Tucker.
My pleasure, gentlemen. Now, what can I do for you?
You see, we're two ladies going around town to buy, we're two men going around town looking to buy a hat for a lady, of course. And we're told to come to Miss Malloy because her hats are really pretty.
And so reasonable, Cornelius. As reasonable as under $1, you know, so you can still see the stuffed whale.
Oh, don't pay any mind to him. He came all the way from Yonkers to go see a stuffed whale. Why don't you go see if it passes by on the street?
Is it big and black with red eyes?
Yes.
It's setting us on the shop.
Excuse me, but did you say Yonkers, Mr. Hackle?
Why, yes, I did. And as a matter of fact, you should go see Yonkers yourself. I mean, with Mr. Malloy, of course.
I'm a widow, Mr. Hackle.
Barnaby, she's single. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear about that. Mr. Malloy would have loved Yonkers, especially in that hat. I mean, on you, of course, may he rest in peace. You're Catholic, aren't you? I mean, I'll be willing to change. Miss Malloy, are you free on any given Sunday? I'd love to show you Yonkers from top to bottom.
Well, as a matter of fact, Mr. Hackle, I may be there sooner than you think.
Really?
You see, I have a friend who lives in Yonkers.
Do you?
Perhaps you even know him?
Perhaps I do.
It's usually so foolish to ask in cases like that. It's, Mr. Vandergelder.
Horace Vandergelder?
Vandergelder St. Pete?
Do you know him?
No!
Who's that guy?
No.
Mr. Vandergelder is well-liked and a substantial man.
He's a lovely fellow, I hear. But his one flaw is that he's as hard as nails.
Oh, Cornelius, I think.
Now, I wonder if you're...
Look out!
Mr. Tucker? Mr. Tucker?
Get out!
Mr.
Brother, last day.
What are you doing, Mr. Harper, Mr. Tucker? I insist that you come out of there, this Mr. Vandergelder!
Miss Malloy. Miss Levi doesn't happen to be in here, does she? She was supposed to meet me outside on that bench 10 minutes ago, and when I make appointments, I don't like people to be late. Here's a present for you. Chocolate-covered peanuts, unshelled, the expensive kind. Did I see you talking with two men?
Men, Mr. Vandergelder. What would men be doing in a lady's hot shop? Now, why don't we go back to my workroom? I'm so anxious for you to see it.
I saw it last week.
So you did! Well, what's new with the hand-feet business? I understand you have 3 friends, all hard as nails.
Excuse me?
Yonkers, I hear it's a very beautiful city.
Who's been telling you about Yonkers, may I ask?
Nobody, a friend.
A friend.
Well, you see, he,
He.
A customer, Mr. Vandergelder. Someone quite well to do, as a matter of fact. Perhaps you even know him. Although he's usually so foolish as in cases like that. It's Mr. Cornelius Hackle.
Did you just say Cornelius Hackle?
Why, yes.
He happens to be my chief clerk. Miss Malloy, I demand an explanation.
And I'm going to give it to you. Why shouldn't you know Cornelius Hackle? Everyone in New York knows Cornelius Hackle. He's here at the opera and all the fashionable homes. He's at the Harmonia Gardens restaurant 3 times a week.
Impossible. He's only got $146.35. I happen to keep it in my own safe.
Oh, Mr. Vandergelder, you're killing me. He's one of the Hackles. They built the canal.
Which one?
The Furies.
Both.
It ain't the same man.
Who took the horses out of Jenny Lynn's carriage and carried her across the street? Cornelius Hackle. And who dressed up as a waiter at the 5th Avenue Hotel and dropped an oyster down Mrs. Astor's... Oh, I can't say it. But it was Cornelius. He's the playboy of New York. Now don't try to deny it, Irene. I could see you were taken with him just like everybody else.
Dolly, what are you saying? I've only met him once in my life. Really, Dolly. I've only seen him once. Yeah. Minnie, hold your tongue!
Miss Malloy, if there's a man in that closet...
You can't, Mr. Vandergelder. It's too dangerous.
Nonsense. No man that hides inside a woman's coat closet can frighten me.
No man, indeed. I'm sure you'd make short work of any man those muscles. I can see them rippling back and forth underneath your coat. Ripple, ripple, ripple. Back and forth. Ripple, ripple, ripple.
No. Now, for the last time, Miss Levi, will you stand aside?
Stand indeed, Mr. Vandergelder. That's exactly what the court will want to know when you're accused of entering that closet without a search warrant. I mean, what do you stand for if you don't stand for the law of this great land? I know what I stand for. I stand for motherhood, America, and a rush for perfect take off your hat so that your office flag is passing New USA on the hill and barely start. Hey, record my humble march. If you say that they shall be really crazy, self-right, send them a march, march, march.
That's not affecting you, sir. I hear
Vandergelder, there couldn't possibly be a man in this closet. Bless you.
Malloy, there's a man inside that closet.
All right, there's a man in that closet.
Aha!
And another one on the table.
What the devil?
Oh, good Lord! The whole room is crawling with men. I'll never get over it. I take it I'll see you later this afternoon, Mr. Vandergelder?
You will, with a certain someone who will be on the main float at the end of the parade. Good day, Miss Malloy.
Miss Malloy, I can explain everything. You see,
I don't wish to hear any explanations, Mr. Hackle. Just you and Mr. Tucker do me the pleasure of leaving my shop at once, or send for Officer Garden. Am I clear?
If you ask me, Irene, calling in officers for letting them off too easy. The law courts, and that's exactly where they belong. Now, I've been adding up the legal offenses these two have committed, and believe me, you've got grounds for at least 2 writs, a non-compos mentis, and a garnishee. Now, the main thing is to show that you've tried to settle it amicably first. Have dinner with them.
dinner?
Is that really necessary, Dolly?
It's the way the law works, Irene. Dinner first, garnishee afterwards.
Oh yeah, I know a good place we could go for dinner. There's a really nice place down by the railway station.
If the Harmonia Gardens is good enough for you and your fashionable friends, Mr. Hackle, it's certainly good enough for us. I hope they have a lovely orchestra there, Minnie.
But we can't go to the Harmonia Gardens because
Because the stuffed whale.
Yes, the stuffed whale. No, not the stuffed whale. It's because we can't dance. Dancing is everywhere. There are even competitions for it. I mean, we can't do that. We don't even know. Dolly Levi, teaching 33-year-old clerks how to dance.
Now, it's very simple. You put one arm here, and one arm here. And
I can't. I have no rhythm.
absolutely no sense of rhythm is one of the primary requirements for learning by the Gallagher-Levi method. Just give me 5 minutes of your time, Mr. Hackle, and I'll have you dancing through the streets. Now, let's start with lesson 7, the waltz, kick, turn. One arm, yes. And right foot, touch, left foot, touch, left foot, like, touch, touch, right foot, touch. Ah, that's wonderful, Mr. Hackle. When I think of the lucky women who will find heaven in your arms. Let's go back to lesson 1. Put your hand on her waist and stand, with her right in your left hand. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Look, I'm dancing! Well, I was.
Of course you were, Mr. Hackle. Take the someone who's lost the ring. Hold on to her strand. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Look, I'm dancing! Don't you think my dancing has a polish and a flair?
You were, I think,
and my liver. I'm fine. My daughter Fanny got married, you know.
Did she?
A year ago, last September.
Well, it was nice seeing you, Mrs. Brooks. Ephraim, let me go. It's been long enough, Ephraim. For all these years, every night, I've put out the cat, I've locked the door, I made myself a little rum toddy, and before I went to bed, I said a prayer, thanking God that I was independent, that no one else's life was mixed up with mine. And then one night, an oak leaf fell out of my Bible. I placed it there when you asked me to marry you, Ephraim. A perfectly good oak leaf, but without color and without life. And then I suddenly realized that I was like that oak leaf. For years I had not shed one tear, nor had I been filled with the wonderful hope that something or other would turn out well. And so I've decided to rejoin the human race. And Ephraim, I want you to give me away. Before the poor heart passes by, I'm gonna get you still what's left. Before the poor heart passes by.
Irene, Ariana's just taking us down to see the 14th Street Parade. Everybody's marching.
Why, Irene, you're glowing.
Oh, Dolly, the world is full of wonderful things.
Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna go and take Saturday Night Live. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna get some fun and to nightlife. I'm ready to move, not to cry. I've had enough of just passing by life. With the rest of life, the best of life. I can hold my hand. For I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna fill my heart. I'm gonna try again. Before the look at that cloud far behind. Listen and feel that just let it go. Look at that cloud far behind. Pardon me, who's that finish line? All the time we when the whistle blows and the cymbal sounds and the spark lights my eyes.
She's beautiful, Miss Levi. Everything you said and more. A vision, a dream. Wait for me, Miss Monet. I'm coming. Wait. You. Stop. Let go of her. That's my fiance. I paid for her, and I want her and all of her parts. You can't take her arm. Wait, what? Miss Levi.
Nothing to get upset about, Mr. Vandergelder. Just a last-minute substitution. Miss Monet had a sudden business appointment at the Mint. They're running a little short, and she's helping out. But she'll meet you at the Harmonia Gardens restaurant at 8 o'clock tonight.
The Harmonia Gardens. That's the most expensive restaurant in the city.
And well, it should be with food. And the fastest waiters in all of New York. By the way, I might be a little late, so Miss Monet will meet you in front of the restaurant. Wait till you see her, Horace, all in buttercup yellow and baby pink shoes. Humming an old-fashioned tune. Sweet Rosie O'Grady. You couldn't miss her if you tried.
All right. But from now on, you are officially discharged as my marriage broker. Do you hear that, Dolly Gallagher? You're nothing more to me but another woman.
Ephraim, he's as good as mine.
Thank you.
Oh, there's one. Yoo-hoo!
No, wait. We can't go by hacks. I mean, it's not the money or anything. It's just that really elegant people don't go by hacks.
Hacks are out.
Yeah, all the rich ones go by streetcar.
J.P. Vanderbilt. Diamond Jim Morgan.
Just imagine. I've been elegant all my life. I never even knew it.
I mean, if you really want to be elegant,
We do.
you walk. Yes, New York, it's really a Barnaby and Cornelius.
All the guests of Mr. Hackle are feeling great. Look spectacular.
What a knack! There is that acting like a born aristocrat. We got elegance if you ain't got elegance. You can never ever carry it all. Middle class, mini thing, has that degree.
Exercise your wildest wits and I'd be around time.
Silver spoons were used for feeding us. We got elegance and you ain't got elegance. You can never ever carry it off. Middle class, don't speak with savoir-faire. We reek of it.
Some were born with rags and hats, but we some were real snatches and fabulous.
J.P. Morgan scrapes and bows to us. We got elegance. We were born with elegance. Have you noticed when I hold my cup, the saucer never moves?
And the way I keep my pinky up into the totally
We got elegance. We got built in elegance. And with elegance, we'll carry it on.
Look, Minnie, they're tucked in right here. Isn't that just like the rich? Well, gentlemen, are you gonna escort us in?
Of course. We got elegance. We got elegance. Never ever carry it on. We got elegance. We got elegance. Miss Malloy,
Yes, Mr. Hackle?
I was wondering when we walked in,
Yes, Mr. Hackle?
if I could put my hand on your waist?
Yes, Mr. Hackle. But I must warn you, a corset is a corset.
You heard Mrs. Levi. This is the only way to show your uncle that we mean business. Now, could you weep a little faster? You're throwing me off my step. Faster! There you go.
Sweet was the great deed, my sweet little rose.
Levi, I hear you carry considerable sums in your belt.
Yeah, $2. Only it's in my butter. Mr. Happle. But Minnie and I don't care who sees us tonight. Well, Minnie, what have you decided?
Oh, I couldn't order anything at these prices. I really couldn't.
Great crying some sort of sensible girl. Waiter! Get us 4 glasses of beer, a loaf of yesterday's bread, and some cheese.
Oh, Cornelius, yesterday's bread? Now I know how you keep having New York in stitches all the time. Say, Minnie, have you ever tried pheasant?
Pheasant?
Say, why are those gotten so ashamed? What's something?
No, I just felt a slight chill.
Oh, why didn't you say so? Here, I'll give you this. Let's order something for those couple rice cups. Waiter? Will you bring us a roast duckling pig with chester and oyster stuffing, cheese fondue, and some lady fingers? Now, what do you have? Hey, you with the big ears, what are you doing after the show? It's sweet of you to worry about my digestion, Mr. Happle. But I'm sure the pheasants here are fresh. Waiter! We'll take 4 peasants, please, and a nice red wine.
Wait, no wine!
No wine?
Champagne!
Champagne?
Barnaby, think about it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Champagne, Neapolitan ice cream, hothouse peaches. Here's a nickel. Tell the band to go play 2 Wild Rose. We want fine music while we dine.
Say, this is a cafe, isn't it? Let's dance.
The Vandy elders are Presbyterian, Miss Monet. We do not dance.
Fine, I'll dance myself. Give him $2 for the band leader, will ya? And tell him to play something you'll find. I'm gonna do the hoochie coochie.
All right, Cornelius, I'll send for the band, but promise you won't order anything else.
You wait right here, Miss Monet. I'll tell the band leader to play a nice waltz. Miss Monet, get off that chair. This is the band leader. 2 more presents, please, Cornelius.
harmonium gardens, not with
The lady, she's here.
What? Are you sure?
Just like you told me. And pop, on the top. Up close and very opposite the lady with the biggest handbag I've ever seen.
Yes, it's Dolly.
Dolly, what?
Rodolphe, is it true? I am laughing outside the ring. And it sounded like...
Yes, it's true. It's Dolly. Fritz, tell the man she just stepped out of her carriage.
Is that true, no?
It's true. Yes, she just stepped out of her red and gold carriage, pulled by 6 black horses with scarlet plumes.
Oh, it's just going to be like all time.
Ma'am, she's here.
Hello.
Dolly, what are you doing in that getup? And you're 30 minutes late. Oh, and I've got to talk to you about...
Ernestina!
Exactly.
Ernestina, whom I trusted.
She wanted to do the hoochie coochie.
Well, she always was artistic. Horace, I'm going to open the curtain a little bit. There's someone in the dance competition I particularly want you to see. Now, let's not say another word about it. I'm as shocked as you are. I can't eat a thing. What have you ordered?
A chicken. Exactly what you wanted.
Did you say a chicken? No, I don't think I could face a chicken. Not a chicken. Not today. Not after what's happened.
Good. Then cancel the chicken.
And bring a turkey!
What are you doing?
Nothing. Just looking the place over. Getting acquainted with the surroundings.
That's the problem with you, Dolly. Always wanting to know everything, always sticking your nose into other people's business. Why, anybody who married you would get as nervous as a cat.
What? What's that you're saying?
I said anybody who married you...
Horace Vandergelder, you get that idea right out of your head this minute. I'm surprised you even mentioned such a thing.
I didn't mean that.
Well, I certainly do hope not. Horace, you go your way and I'll go mine. I'm not some Irene Malloy whose head can be turned by a few chocolate-covered peanuts unshelled. Why, the idea of you even suggesting such a thing.
Dolly, you misunderstood me.
Well, I certainly do hope not. But if I had any intention of marrying again, it would be to a far more pleasure-loving man than you. Waiter! Here's the waiter with our food. I'll serve Mr. Vandergelder, thank you. Oh, have some bread. Oh, and some more bread. Oh, and a little bit more bread. It's very crisp and very good. Now, as I was saying before, you go your way and I'll go mine. But since you brought up the subject, there's one thing I think I ought to say.
I didn't bring up the subject at all.
Yes, one thing I ought to say before we forget all about it. It's true. I'm a woman who likes to know everything that's going on, who likes to manage things. But I wouldn't like to manage anything as out of control as your household. You'll have to do that yourself, God helping you.
It's not out of control.
Well, let's not say another word about it. Oh, have some beets, they're good.
I don't like beets. I hate beets.
That's good. No, Horace, a complaining, quarrelsome, friendless soul like you is no sort of companion for me. You salt your beets, and I'll salt mine.
Will you stop saying that?
I won't say another word.
Good.
Except this. At your age, Horace, you should enjoy hearing the honest truth.
My age? My age? You're always talking about my age.
Well, I don't know what your age is, but I do know that up in Yonkers, with some bad food and a bad temper, you'll double it in 6 months. Have some more beets, they're good.
I don't like beets. I hate beets.
That's nice. Now dig right in. Yes, the pity of it is you could be a perfectly charming, witty, amiable man if you wanted to.
I don't want to be charming.
But you are. Look at you now. You can't hide it. Now sit down, Horace, and let's talk of something else. But before we change the subject...
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to ask you to marry me.
Well, I suppose that means you want me to ask you. Well, I'm sorry, Horace. I'm turning you down.
How can you turn me down when I haven't even asked you anything?
It's no use arguing. I've made up your mind. Here, let me cut your wings.
I've got a headache. I'm going back to my hotel.
should be enough for the dinner. 20. Wait a second. This isn't my purse. There's nothing in here but $1, a quarter, a dime, a penny, and a button. I've lost my purse.
Impossible! I can't imagine you without your purse.
That purse you found?
Cornelius, we have to get out of here.
What am I going to do? I've never been here before. They don't know me. Stop eating that. I can't pay for it.
Look, Horace, it's the latest thing. A polka. And there's one dancer in particular I want you to see. Let's open the curtain some more so you can better observe this graceful polka.
Minnie, polka. I really must have more dancers.
We have to go.
We will go. We'll dance our way out.
Wait a second. That's bad. That's dancer. Cornelius Hackle?
Mr. Vandergelder?
Barnaby Tucker?
Mr. Vandergelder!
Ermengarde? Dolly, this is your doing. What's the meaning of this?
Mr. Vandergelder, I can explain everything.
I don't want to hear it. Cornelius Hackle, you're fired.
Officer, arrest that man!
All the rest. Close them all. Sorry.
You were all charged with inciting a riot, disturbing the peace, assault and battery, and other equally serious violations of the law of this land. Is there anything you want to say for yourselves? I repeat, is there anything you want to say for yourselves? This is Dolly and Levi, counselor at law.
Your Honor, the defense rests. No, there is no need to call on witnesses when I look upon that brow that gleams with honor, and a mustache that bristles with fair play, and a nose. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to look at that nose. A nose that shines in the night like a flaming beacon of justice. A living symbol of the motto of this great land, Hic probuscus unum. Your Honor, I ask for the freedom of my client and the verdict of guilty for the one man responsible. Horace Vandergelder of Yonkers, New York.
Dolly!
Charges of destruction of private property, a curtain torn, a waiter bruised, and a solid gold cup bed.
And you and me on a date. Not that I was enjoying it much anyway.
Cruelty to poor, unfortunate minor. Would you mind repeating that, dear?
If it pleases the court, I have something to say.
Cornelius Hackle, if you dare testify against me, I'll have you discharged!
Sir, you've already done that.
I'll do it again!
You've done that again, too. But even if you hadn't discharged me, I still would have said what I needed to say. I may not know much about inciting to riot or disturbing the peace, But I do know one thing. If I had obeyed your orders and stayed in Yonkers, New York, I wouldn't have learned the most important thing a man can learn in his entire life. I'm talking about none other than love.
So you're telling me, after 33 years, you take one evening off and you find yourself in love?
No, Mr. Vandergelder. I did not fall in love with the beautiful Miss Irene Malloy of this beautiful city in just an evening. I fell in love with her. No, it wasn't even an hour. What's less than a minute?
Second,
Less than that.
a moment.
Yes, a moment. I'll go slowly so you can get all of it down. It only takes a moment for our eyes to meet, and then your heart knows in a moment you will never be alone again. For an instant, but his arms felt sure and strong. It only takes a moment to be alone a whole life long. Isn't life full of wonderful things? And then there I was, cooped up in Yonkers for years and years, not knowing that beautiful people like Miss Malloy were out there in New York. I mean, I'm not sure if you can see from where you're sitting, but look at the way her eyes, cheek, and forehead all come together. A fine woman is God's greatest gift on earth. You can talk all you want about the pyramids, Niagara Falls, but they don't even compare. I mean, I've seen women before, but today I spoke to one, equal to equal. And they're really mysterious and quite different from men. You can know a woman for 100 years and not know if she truly likes you. Today, I lost many things. My job, my future, and other things people said were important. But I don't care. Even if I have to dig ditches for the rest of my life, I'll be a ditch digger who once had a wonderful day.
Excuse me, Mr. Hackle. I didn't quite get that. Right after it only?
Takes a moment, but his arms felt sure and strong. It only takes a moment.
He had for an instant, but his arms felt safe and strong.
There's your life. Without clerks, without niece, without bride, and without your purse. I guess there's only one thing left to say.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to ask you to marry me. Not if you were the last woman on earth. Not if you asked me 1,000,000 times.
No, Horace, that wasn't it at all. What I wanted to say to you was, goodbye!
What?
Goodbye!
Now, wait one moment here.
It's too late, Horace. I've failed. A woman fails. There's nothing else for her to say but goodbye, 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 goodbye. Don't try to stop me, Horace. Wave your little hand and whisper so loud, you're gonna see me anymore. But when you discover that your life is dreary, don't you come knocking at my door. So wave your little hand and whisper so so wave your little hand and whisper so on those cold nights, Horace, you can snuggle up to your cash register. It's a little lumpy, but it rings. Don't come knocking on me, so Horace, you will find your life a sad story when you see a Dolly shuffle along.
I said I wouldn't marry you. Not if you were the last woman on earth. Not if you asked me 1,000,000 times. No, no. Dolly, you go your way. I'll go mine. Dolly, Dolly, Dolly.
You stand, Mr. Van de Gelder?
So come crawling back for your job, is it?
No, sir. Actually, I came back for my $146.35. I plan on starting my own business, and since hay and feed is all I know, I'll be opening my own store.
And it's on the perfect location, right across the street from you.
You think you can compete with Van de Gelders, do you? Well, you can just try. Another one come crawling back, is it? What do you want?
My back salary, $8.12.
You can't do this to me. Any of you! I'll go to the courts. I'll get lawyers.
My Horace Vandergelder, if you don't look handsome in that outfit, so few men can pull off gray and gray.
Dolly,
know what you're going to say. You're not satisfied with Ernestina. Well, I found you the ideal wife, but you were doing something. What were you doing?
Getting Cornelius' money. $146 and...
35 cents.
And $8.12 is mine.
And the money my mama left me, $52.48.
38.
48.
All right, if it's the money you want, it's downstairs in the safe.
Money, 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 money. Mr. Vandergelder's money. It's like the sun we walk under. It can kill or cure. Vandergelder's never tired of saying that most of the people in the world are fools, and in a way, he's right. Himself, Cornelius, Irene, myself. We're all in danger of destroying the world in our follies, but the surest way to keep us out of harm is to give us the 4 or 5 human pleasures that are our rights in the world. And that takes a little money. The difference between a little money and no money at all is enormous and can shatter the world. And the difference between a little money and a lot of money, well, that's very slight, but that can destroy the world too. It's all in how you use it. Like you used to say, Ephraim, money, pardon the expression, is like manure. It's not worth a thing unless it's spread around, encouraging young things to grow. But that's the opinion of the second Mrs. Vandergelder. By the way, Ephraim, I'm still waiting for that sign. Oh, Horace. As I was saying before, I found you the ideal wife.
I don't want you to find me no ideal wives. If I want an ideal wife, I'll find one of my own. And I found her. And it's you. Damn it.
Oh, Horace.
I know I was a fool about Mrs. Malloy and that other woman, but please, Dolly, forgive me and marry me.
Horace, stop right there. You know as well as I do that you're the first citizen of Yonkers, and your wife would have to be a somebody. Answer me. Am I a somebody?
You are a wonderful woman.
Oh, you're partial. No, it won't be enough for you to shower your wife with crowns and jewels and insist she be the benefactress to half the town. By the way, it's bad business letting Cornelius open a shop right across the street from you. Better take him back and let him be your partner.
Partner?
And Barnaby can have Cornelius's old job.
Now see here.
And then we'll all be together to dance at Ermengarde's wedding.
That's it? I've heard enough. I will be dancing at no weddings. Besides, it would take me weeks, months, years to learn. All right, I'll do it.
Oh, Horace, I never thought I'd hear you say a thing like that.
No, idiot, that goes downstairs. Downstairs.
Horace, what is going on down there?
I just thought I'd have the downstairs room done over in blue wallpaper. See, Dolly, I've always felt that money, pardon the expression, is a little bit like...
Thank you, Ephraim.
Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. It's so nice to have you here where you belong. I never knew, Dolly, without you. Dolly, life was awfully bad and more than that was awfully wrong.
spirits will hit the top. And now that we're dancing, who cares if we never stop? For an instant, but it all felt good and strong. It all Sunday clothes when you feel down and out. I'm feeling out your picture It's like a dream, your spirit seems to turn around. That Sunday shine is a certain sign that you feel the fire.
Now let's read, everyone.
We're number one. We're number one. You're number two. They went that way. They earned the slow clap. Hello, Dolly! Let's stop that.
Put some stuff for the post credits. This one. Ernestina.
Don't be too hard on him.
This is all such a...
Full of shenanigans.
Hi!
Hi! That's what the show's about. Shenanigans.
That's right.